Well, 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 we have an action-packed show for you tonight. Tonight, we recap the latest breaking news in the NBA as the offseason is heating up as we speak, plus the latest breaking news in the NFL and so much more. Join us right now for an action-packed edition of our Nation Sports Show. Next! The following is a feature presentation of our Nation Sports Show.
Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
Hello, everybody. It is a Tuesday, and you know what that means. Our Nation Sports Show is live. What's going on, everybody? I am Ezra Vickery. We thank you guys for joining us today. We have a loaded show here tonight, a ton of NBA news as the offseason begins tonight. And trust me, there is going to be a lot of craziness and a lot of chaos in there as already. We're going to get into some major trades. We're going to get into some signings, and especially after the conclusion of the NBA draft this past week and everything else between. We're going to get to whatever NFL news is available. Major League Baseball is continuing on as we get closer and closer to the point that we all talk about, and that is the hunt for October. We're going to get into some other news as well, including of course, whatever else we can get into, and maybe some talk in the world of pro wrestling if we have time. But the NBA is going to be the focal point in our discussion, so be prepared for that, folks. And let's just get right into it. Randy Giron will be joining us in just a few minutes. Hopefully, we'll hear from Joey and Kevin as well. But right now, with me, with his screen currently frozen, is my heavy metal brother from North Kakalaki. My brother who's always quick on the draw and the drumstick. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Stephen Wyand.
What is going on, everybody? Yes, we are here. We are live, and it's going to be a lot of fun here tonight as we talk about a lot in the world of the NBA. As mentioned, lots of signings, lots of trades taking place, and looking forward to what we get into tonight. So without further ado, let's do this.
Absolutely. Quick thing, Steven, just to let you know, your sunglasses are sitting a little high on your face there, bud. Just wanted to let you know. All right, there we go. Now the cool factor's in set.
Yep.
All right, guys, we got a lot to get into.
And speaking of being set, ladies and gents, waiting for his audio to connect.
Audio, video.
The whole 9 yards. He is showing up and right on time. Mr. Randy Giron's here, ladies and gents.
Yep. He will be in just a second. So, let's see here. As we get right into it, and obviously we're going to get into NBA talk, but I want to get into, of course, the NFL first, because obviously there's some NFL news that we can roll into at the start here before we get into our next hour, probably hour and a half of NBA talk. And trust me, there is a lot, folks. And, of course, the biggest news... Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Randy.
What's up, good sir?
Not much. How you guys all doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Sorry, it always takes me a minute to get in my my tablet and Zoom. They don't get along too well.
No, I got you.
It's all right.
But hey, it's good to be here. Lots of NBA stuff. Let's get it.
Yep. Well, we're going to get into some NFL stuff real quick before we head on that way. There is a couple of news notes that went down since we last joined you guys last Tuesday. Here it is. Right here, of course, we talked about. Of course, we talked about last week was, I believe, we got. Did we get into? We talked about Kyle Pitts, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I'm just making sure that we're all good on that. All right, Dave. Moving on here is that the Jaguars and Brenton Strange have agreed to a 3-year deal worth up to $40 million, with $25 million of that guaranteed. And Brenton Strange was a huge help for the Jaguars last season. He got some critical passes, especially in the playoffs. And I think he's going to be another big hand for them coming up here shortly. So, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
No pun intended. It's not strange that they are giving him these numbers and stuff, because he has earned everything to to put Jacksonville in a good spot, because Jacksonville last year, despite having a rocky start, they definitely finished on a good footing last year, and they put themselves in a very good position to go far, which they did not. They made it to the playoffs. They just didn't get far enough. They met the great obstacle that is the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen.
Yeah, I was hoping they could play Denver so they could knock Denver out. But, because I wanted one of those two teams to actually go all the way. But it's all good. Yeah, and he's a great player. Jacksonville is definitely on the rise. So we'll have to wait and see how that all pans out.
Yeah, absolutely. Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold turned himself in and was taken into custody at Orion County Jail over those charges of kidnapping and 4 counts of armed robbery, which, if he is convicted, could lead him to a life sentence in prison.
And not surprised Detroit cut him.
Yeah, they cut him today. Yeah.
Oh, they did?
They did, yes.
They definitely cut him, yeah.
I mean, that kind of news and accusations and allegations, that is very damning. And if he is convicted, he is going to be spending the rest of his natural days on this planet in the confines of behind bars, which he deserves to be if he is proven guilty. I mean, wasting all of that talent, all the potential to be one of the best defensive players in the league, and he helped Detroit's defense last year. And to screw up everything, like, come on, man. You had your entire career out in front of you. And you got to stoop to this low? Come on. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in some of those guys' minds. They have it all, and they're willing to risk it all for what? For nothing.
Yep. Go out there doing dumb crap, like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it screwing up your entire career.
No.
So yeah, we'll see if and we know that we have seen times and instances where players that get into trouble, it doesn't necessarily end a team's regular season, but it can be a huge distraction. We've seen that happen.
Yeah, kudos to, I don't give the Lions too much credit too often, but kudos to them to getting out of that, cutting ties and all that with them. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made the smart idea to cut it loose uh before things got out of hand. And I'm glad they were able to do that. To make sure, because this is a obviously a very serious situation.
right.
So and another thing that happened was unfortunately an NFL and I believe college reporter named Matt Miller back on June 17th was involved in an accident where he was hit by a semi. He suffered
Mm.
life-threatening injuries, including losing his arm.
Damn.
And
Man.
let me tell you, the sports world came out and used to help him out with his bills and everything, because he had a goal
Oh,
of of at least 10,000. Right now, the goal is up to 55,000, and they've raised $51,242.
Wow.
great.
Awesome.
Some of the names that donated are a who's who. I mean, you have everybody from Bill Speakman to William Davis, Scott Gorn, Mel Kiper Jr., Duke Mayweather, Adam Schefter, BJ Kissel, and Pat McAfee.
Nice.
Nice.
Pat McAfee donated over $5,000 to his goals. So the good news is they are working on his shoulder to see when they can start making the work for a prosthetic coming up.
Thank God he
So,
survived, because
Yeah.
man.
Definitely.
yeah, he got ejected from the vehicle. Usually, when you get ejected, that's usually the end, because most people who get ejected from the vehicle, they die. But luckily, it was his legs, his ribs, and his arm that was badly damaged, especially his arm. They had to do They had to do a emergency amputation on his arm up towards the shoulder to save his life. And then they said that his head, brain, and spine were all undamaged.
Wow. Now that is surprising.
That is. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad they were able to do that, and he's going to be, get used to that and that but he'll do just fine. Hopefully, everything's all right with him too.
Yep. Absolutely. Sending our well wishes and prayers to this guy, and hopefully everything goes well.
Yes.
But one of the other things that came out this week was George Kittle made a statement where he spoke out on the fact that the NFL and the stadiums will pay for grass fields for the World Cup, but they won't do it for the actual stadiums for the players.
Wow.
And this is a statement for George Kittle. And this is him, and I quote, "We made it clear that we prefer grass fields. We know it's better on our bodies, and clearly we know it's possible based on everything that went into putting grass fields for the World Cup in each stadium. At this point, it comes down to the NFL making a priority and choosing to invest in us as players, because our bodies are our business, which they get to capitalize on."
Wow.
Kittle is not wrong at all. He is 100% correct on this assessment.
Yep.
What do they say? Where's the lie? He's
Tell
telling
me
the
when
truth.
I'm telling lies.
Yeah, that's it.
That's exactly what it is. They are right. The grass fields lower the impact on on these plays, especially these guys who obviously are runners, and whether it's running backs, receivers, even your linebackers and your edge rushers. It'll help take the pressure off their knees, their ankles, their feet, their legs.
And not only that, not to cut you off, Ez, but to add to this, this is also good as far as the grass is concerned, because these guys, when they go to make those cuts, they can plant their feet, and they can make those cuts and make those moves, because sometimes on these artificial surfaces that aren't even surfaces, these guys will slip, They'll lose their grip, their footing, and when they're trying to make a move. I mean, hello, Arizona's State Farm Stadium up there in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Cardinals play football. That stadium was practically, if we're being honest, cursed because everybody was getting injured in that stadium because the surface is shit. You need to protect
let's be
these
honest,
guys.
Steven.
Go ahead.
Let's be honest, Steven. No, we're playing a stadium, Arizona, where the only thing that grows is cactus and your best friend is a scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Do you expect them to grow grass in a stadium where it's 125 degrees? That would be like me starting a fire in the middle of an igloo.
Yeah.
So you're saying I can have a scorpion as a best friend?
Yeah, but you know the story. But you know the story of man and the snake, where the snake bit him. Yeah, that's gonna happen with you with the scorpion.
That's right.
You don't give a fuck about it.
Bit, it's me. If anybody's gonna get bit, it's me too. So yeah.
What is this? The Scorpion and Frog starring Randy Giron?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Scorpion and the Frog starring Randy Giron and starring.
Why did you sting me, Scorpion?
Oh,
because it's my nature.
That's it.
And it's showtime. Oh wait, wrong sting.
Wrong sting. Oh crap.
Every breath. No.
Get over here. Oh, sorry, wrong Scorpion. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went more comments. I went with Sting the police. Yeah, the do the dot.
I'm just glad you're not walking on the moon right now.
Have you all wrapped around my finger? I know that.
But anyways,
guys, that's pretty powerful statement for George, and hopefully the NFL takes account into it. But while the stadiums are not going to have grass, you know what the CFL is not going to have? Brandon Sorsby.
Nope. Man,
they told him, your ass ain't coming.
Man, he got double screwed. NFL said, nah, we ain't gonna let you in. And then he goes, can I go to Canada and play football? No. Sorry, Brandon. This just ain't your day.
See, this is
the Canadians didn't want him either? He's not able to go to Canada either to play?
Nope. Sorry,
no, CFL told him. CFL told him they're not going to allow him to play.
Wow.
Because of those gambling issues he had in college.
They only have 3 downs up there, and they don't even want him for that. Wow.
Well, that's what he gets for showing his hand.
I bet he's sad.
Yeah, I've got more gambling jokes. Don't worry.
Yeah, I bet he's sad.
They're horrible, but I got more jokes. You're gonna suck. Yeah, no different than this show.
Hey! At least it won't be as bad as the Jets or the Browns, for their, quite frankly,
or the Cowboys.
Well,
they ain't just cursed. They ain't just cursed. They're screwed. Yeah. Listen, it is bullshit. Brandon Ayuk is continuing his online push to leave the 49ers and play for the Commanders.
Oh, if only Joey and Kevin were here right now, because I know they would not. Okay, first of all, why in God's name is this idiot still on our football team? Get your stupid ass off the Niners and go fuck off, for all I care. Like, you have been nothing since you got paid that max money contract. You have been nothing since you've been screaming from the rooftops, bitching and complaining like a little schoolboy. Like, I don't get the ball very often. They don't throw the ball. I'm like, who are you, a Debo 2.0? Give me a break. Quite frankly, Brock Purdy doesn't even need you. I mean,
I mean, this guy, when he wasn't searching for human monies and he was just focused on his talents, he was good. But once he got that big head and said, hey, I want to get paid too, you know. And then that's when he was like, screw these guys. I'm going home.
Yeah. He's not doing himself any favors either by crying. You know, he doesn't think that Washington sees that too? You know, what they're probably thinking, what's going to happen if we make him mad? You know, he's going to do the same thing and we have to trade him again. You know, so yeah, that's just dumb to go on there and complain like that. No one wins there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I know if I was a team, I'd be like, yeah, we're good. You know, why would we bring you in? You're going to be a distraction. You know, you're already, you know, trending towards that right now. So no.
I mean, this is the same guy who unfortunately he got injured, but he had all that time to get healthy and get himself into good physical shape, because we have seen great players get nasty leg injuries. They heal up, they come back, and they're better than ever. Meanwhile, this guy gets injured, and it's almost like he's happy that he got injured, because basically what he's telling you is he's not willing to bust his ass to do what he's got to do to get back out there on the field. And clearly, you know, he doesn't care. All he cares about is collecting a big fat paycheck.
Yep.
And then we move on right now to some devastating news that we found out yesterday or the day before, and that was that former Titans, Cardinals, and Jets player Chris Johnson was diagnosed with ALS. Of course, commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. He was diagnosed with it in 2025, so a year ago. He now can only communicate through blinking and moving his eyes, very similar to a guy that we know, most metal fans know, and that's Jason Becker, the world famous guitar player. And unfortunately, the doctors said that they can only give him a medicine that will probably give him maybe a few more months, and then the disease will end up taking him. There is no cure for ALS. The only thing you can do is held off for a little bit, in a way, to lower the symptoms, but there is no cure, and it's life-threatening, life-ending in some cases, as we know. Currently, not only is the NFL dealing with it, but the wrestling world is also dealing with it right now with Rebel, of course, former TNA and current AEW star, and independent talent Jeff Cannonball, who are both currently fighting
And
ALS.
Rebel, if I'm not mistaken, isn't she in like her late 30s?
She close to 40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's only maybe in her 40s, and she's also, because you got to remember, she started in that Trace Atkins video, Honky Tonk and Doggy Dog.
That's right.
She was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So you got to think nowadays, yeah, she's in her 40s, and she's diagnosed with the disease, and she was diagnosed with what's called terminal ALS, which means this is it, you know? All she could do is fight. And, and same thing with Jeff Cannonball. You know, Jeff Cannonball still has his ability to speak right now, but his movement has been severely impaired because of this horrible disease. So,
man, that happens fast with him, huh? Because I just saw that guy not too long ago.
Chris
wrestling.
Johnson?
Yeah.
No, another guy. Sorry.
That Cannonball character. Yeah, he was in MLW. Last I saw.
He's been dealing with this now for about 6 months or so, maybe a year.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's gotten worse, and
I had no idea.
Yeah, and also real quick before we get I want to say this too. Obviously, we send our prayers and everybody to the family of Chris Johnson, and we also send our prayers to Rebel and Jeff Cannonball. But also, I want to say real quick, rest in peace to Joe Dorn.
Oh yeah,
former All Japan Triple Crown champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, who we lost to brain cancer at the age of 44 years old this past week. TNA Slammiversary was in memory of Joe, who who fought 3 different times from brain tumors and brain cancer. The 3rd time, unfortunately, got him. And he was a friend of a lot of people in the business, including Eric Young, including Cody Deaner, a lot of the current TNA talent that's been around for the past 4 or 5 years when Joe was working with company and everything. So we want to send our prayers and condolences to Joe Doring's family as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I mean, and Chris Johnson, we remember him for being the great running back that he was during his career, 2,000 rushing yards.
Yeah, Tennessee, he was a monster. He was truly one of the best.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
You know, it's so crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's sad. But that dude was the fastest man in the NBA in the NFL.
oh God,
You know, he was the fastest man in the NFL for a long time. And for this to happen, I mean, it just shows that unfortunate disease just doesn't play.
No, it does not.
Like cancer, and MS, ALS does not discriminate. It will take you down no matter what.
Yes, sir.
But real quick, also, guys, as we move along here, one of the other stories that we had on here as well is, I just saw it and my page went out for a second. So give me 1 second here.
Way to go, technology.
Yeah, technology sucks, let me tell you. The Stuart Scott Inspire Award, which is handed out by the SB's Sports Humanitarian Awards, went to Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie for his work supporting the global autism community.
Oh, that's great.
Which is awesome, and that is, of course, a cause that I don't know about till now, but obviously, you know, autism and autistic kids are very close to my heart with my sister's disabilities. And her stuff, her Vader syndrome, is a very distant form of autism. So, and so it's very near and dear to my heart. So that's cool to see.
Yeah, definitely. That's amazing.
Like you said earlier, guys, the Lions released Terry and Arnold. We talked about that earlier. So that's it for the NFL. Let's go ahead and get ready to the NBA. And I saw this, Steven, before we went live, Randy, before we went live. I saw this, and this made me cackle out loud during the intro. Good thing my mic was muted, because this made me laugh like.
Did it make you cackle like Ace Frehley?
I'm a plumber. I don't remember fucking doing that.
I'm lead bass.
Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the time I provided you with a fish sandwich? No, I don't remember. Tell me about it.
You were drunk off your ass.
Yes. This. Apparently, in an interview, Ben Simmons has announced he's ready to come back to the NBA.
What?
Yeah, I saw that too.
He says, quote, I can compete with any of these guys. Well, Stephen A. Smith, on the latest episode of his show, the Stephen A. Show, which you can find, of course, on YouTube, put, I don't think Jesus could convince me to take Ben Simmons. He is the only player I have ever witnessed in NBA history who I believe should pay NBA teams to have him play.
I mean, this is the same guy who openly quit on Philadelphia. This is the same guy who froze. Just like, just froze in front of the biggest moments, on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the playoffs. If everybody was telling him, shoot, you're wide open, he ain't going to pull the trigger and shoot the jumper. Because he's scared. He's timid. He doesn't have the guts, to throw a big shot up. Dude, there ain't no way I will be paying him. You got to pay us to come play. I agree. And I don't agree with Stephen A. that much, but I do agree with that. I think he should be paying every team that he's on from now on because he is not trustworthy at all.
I think
can
he has
compete with these guys. Oh, good for you. What do you want, a fucking trophy?
Like,
I think he
every day to come to your locker room.
I think he has like 10 more threes than I do in the NBA, as he only has 10.
He definitely has more 10 threes than I do, but still.
Maybe that's it, though. That's all he has.
He ain't no
It's
Steph Curry. He ain't no Ray Allen. He ain't no Reggie Miller. He ain't no Jason Terry, Amana Ginobili.
He ain't no Kyle Korver.
Nope.
What's his name?
He ain't no Klay Thompson.
George Murison had more 3-pointers than him. And he was just...
Look at his stats. Brian Scalabrine probably had more shots than he did.
You know what's funny? Tim Duncan has more threes than this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
But, man, that's crazy. But I do want to get into real quick some Major League Baseball.
What a moron. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say real quick, MLB news. As we know, sorry, Elder, if you're watching this, probably not because I'm about to say this openly, but the Mets fucking sucked this season.
Oh.
So they decided to make a change, and that is fire their manager, Carlos Mendoza.
It's too little too late for the Mets. I mean, they are the epitome of this year of ass, as Jacob Fatu would say.
Yes.
They are the 2017 equivalent of the New York Knicks. Because the New York Knicks in 2017 were nowhere near the team they were in 21. Hell, 22 or 23. But definitely nowhere near the team they are now, as far as champions. Because openly, Carmelo Anthony quit on that Knicks team. And just like with the Knicks, nearly a decade later, Juan Soto and the Mets have openly quit. Juan Soto decided to get that big head and say, oh, I can go to the Mets because I was good with the Yankees and we went to the World Series. Oh, I can go to the Mets and I can lead this team to the promised land. And that ain't happening, Captain. You could fire the manager all day long, but it ain't going to change the fact that this team is just done. They're done. They are the baseball equivalents of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, that's rough. That is rough. That is absolutely rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's accurate, but sorry, Pops, if you're watching. But yeah, they're not lying about that either. Definitely not lying about that. That's terrible.
Absolute terrible.
Have that payroll and be that bad. You need to.
Oh, look at the owner of the Mets. He's got a shit ton of money. Oh, good for him. He can spend all the money he wants. That ain't going to change the fact that this team is nowhere near ready. Hell, they won't even be ready next year. Here's the first pitch, and the season's over.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, remember last year, guys? The Mets are one of the hottest teams in baseball, and they are nowhere near that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Maybe they should have used that good luck charm that they had last year. But sorry, too little too late.
Yep.
The baseball gods have come to collect. Oh, speaking of, I cannot wait when Urinating Tree does his annual Meet the Mets video. Oh, it's going to be glorious.
Ooh.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. And as a matter of fact, I think we're getting so gloriously close to that video dropping here soon.
I was looking at something on Twitter here, and I see that Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to sign with the Heat.
Yep.
And I see here also that 12 plus teams have interest in signing LeBron James.
Now that I'm not surprised. I mean,
No, me neither.
now,
Dude's in the best shape of his life, probably.
and if LeBron wanted to, he could keep going. Like, that's what's insane
Oh,
about
yeah.
this guy. Like, his stamina, his cardio. Like, we may
Yeah.
not be the biggest fans of his because of, but at the end of the day, we respect greatness. LeBron's been doing this for now, will be 24 years, which is unbelievable. Like, he has
That's it.
been doing this for a long time.
That's it.
He could go back to Cleveland. He could go play with Golden State. I don't care what he does. Because at the end of the day, he's deserved everything. The accolades, the championships he's won, the MVPs during the regular season he's won, the finals MVPs, the scoring titles, all defensive team, you name it. He has earned everything. He deserves to play wherever his heart desires.
Yes, sir.
Don't
You're
have
correct. This is it was what how I can't it's gonna help me with the year here, but this is like the decision all over again.
Well, but this won't be
And it's right this
televised.
time of year. It's the same. What's the same time of year, and everything like that. So we'll see.
But the difference with this one, Randy, is this one will not be televised to the public.
Right? Yeah. Truth. You don't think? Yeah, we don't think.
No, we don't. There's not a
know.
graphic making it official like Scrap Daddy Adam Pierce would do. It's official. No, there's none of that. I just think that LeBron is going to do what he did when he went back to Cleveland in 2015. I think he's going to make his decision either in a letter or he's going to just post it on social media or do maybe an interview, but it ain't going to be no big spectacle.
Right. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're having a
Oh, no,
big
you're
NBA thing on ESPN right now. They brought out the big guns. They brought out Hannah Storm to host it. So we'll see.
Speaking of her, she's been doing this for a long time too.
Oh yeah, she's always great with the NBA. Yes, yes, sir.
God. Oh God, yeah.
And Kawhi Leonard going back to the Raptors is wild too.
Dude, I feel like we're in a damn time machine. I feel like it's 2019 all over again.
Poor Brandon Ingram can't buy a good team. He always gets traded before the team gets good again or something.
Yep. And now he's got to go to the Clippers and suck with that team.
Oh yeah, definitely.
His talents won't suck, but the team will probably suck. Because now they got James Harden out of there. Kawhi's obviously out of there. And Paul George, God bless him.
Thank God he's not there anymore, I'm sure. But the Oklahoma City.
He's not there. He ain't there. He's obviously in Philly. But man, everybody thought, Clippers gonna be the hottest team. And what did that big three do? Nothing. Yeah. Hey, maybe Kawhi actually uncursed his own ass because remember when he went to Toronto? He was great. He was healthy. He was the Claw. He was great. Great. He goes to the Clippers. He sucked.
Not because from the outside.
Yeah, I'm just glad that version is going to go to the Lakers.
Hey, somebody for real needs to do like a video of, hey, guess what, guys? Guess who's returning to Toronto, Ontario, Canada? The Claw.
And over the Claw, it should be just a picture of Kawhi Leonard's head.
And him laughing.
And
then you hear the alien from Toy Story go, I've been chosen. Farewell, my friends. I'm going to a better place. Yeah, getting out of L.A. Doodles.
That should be LeBron.
Hey, isn't that kind of funny that both LeBron and Kawhi are both leaving L.A. basically at the same time?
I would leave L.A. too, to be honest.
Yep.
I go to LA for one reason, and it's to drink at the Rainbow, and I'm not going to stay the rest because it'll probably get this show canceled. But it involves women in tight leather pants. Anyways, we'll move on from that. Here's the terms to the Kawhi Leonard trade since Randy was talking about it. The terms are that the Clippers will receive an unprotected first-round picks for 2031 and 2023. 2033, then there will be second round picks for 2030 and 2033, and then in 2027 first round swap. So those are all that's all the capital that that they're going to get for the trade for Kawhi Leonard. So other news is that the NBA announced today that the NBA Cup Championship game will be hosted on December 11th at Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, home of Butler University.
Hey!
Hey, that's cool.
Yep.
Somewhere, Brad Stevens and Gordon Hayward is going to be at that game.
You know who else is probably going to be at that game?
Who's that?
Pat McAfee. He's the king of fucking Indianapolis at this point.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. But here's this one. Ousmane Dieng has agreed to a 3-year, $17.5 million deal to return to the Bucks.
Good luck to his future endeavors.
Yeah, very much.
I mean, after all, who the hell wants to play with that dumpster of an organization now that Giannis is out the door? That's it. Nobody.
Exactly.
I'll play for him, I guess.
Are you sure?
You're desperate.
Hey,
could you-
at least I know get some playing time. Shit.
How could you be so sure?
How you know?
Well, you know.
How you know?
How you know? Oh, speaking of how you doing, how you know, Big Cass and Enzo are
Bada
about to
boom,
be
realest
back-
tag team in the room. How you doing?
Yeah, about to be back in WWE.
That's
That's
the reports
read-
going
that's read
on.
that.
Yep.
That and Mike Santana his contract is up in a few days, but we'll see. I don't believe in the dirt sheets that much, so we'll see.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes it's correct, sometimes they are not. But if it is,
my Twitter's probably AI anyways, so I don't know.
fucking Def Rebel, Enzo, and Cass, give them their fucking theme. If you're gonna bring them back, "Soft as a Sin" must be their theme song. If Def Rebel fucks with it, I swear I will punch a hole through my TV.
Hey, there's only one word to describe that.
No,
We'll
that's
spell
actually. Yeah, I know what you're
wrong,
gonna do.
wrong people, wrong guys. Sorry, I looked away for a minute.
I'm not one of those losers who punches their TV when their team doesn't win a title.
Oh, don't get me started on that. You know what? That is clickbait and lazy rage. Next.
What was it? That's what did John Cena used to say? That was
clickbait and lazy reporting. Next question.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Glad you brought that back up. It's been a minute.
Yeah, because all of these idiots that do the quote rage bait and they're just throwing stuff around, like, come on, like it's very bad acting. I mean, it's terrible.
You want to see bad? If you want to see bad acting, you just go see Miz in a Marine movie.
You want to see bad acting? Just go play one of the shitty Philips licensed Nintendo games that they did for some reason.
Yeah, ain't it? Jock Landale is going to sign a 1-year, $14 million deal to return to the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh,
Right.
Yep, free agent center. Let's see what else here. That's kind of Robin Williams III has agreed to a 3-year, $44 million contract extension to stay with the Portland Trailblazers through 2028 and 2029.
Whoa.
interesting.
Yep. And Steven, we talked about this last night.
Yes, we
And
did.
that
A
was
nice
that-
little segue.
Well, no, this one, free agent center Kristaps Porzingis has agreed to a 2-year, $40 million contract extension to stay with Golden State.
Now that's interesting into itself because Kristaps Porzingis, when he is healthy, he's really good. I mean, he was a huge bless you. He was a huge reason why the Celtics won the championship in 2024 because he changed the game as far as on defense and his shot making abilities. When that man's healthy, he's fantastic.
Oh yeah, Porzingis is a great player. I forgot he was on Golden State actually.
I mean, who could forget he was infamously booed by the New York fans organization when he was drafted. Obviously, his career has panned out pretty good as long as he can stay healthy.
Right.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
He was a big
Yeah,
part
I
of
mean,
that Celtics title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another free agent who decided to stick around with their team is Harrison Barnes. And that is, he has signed a 1-year, $8 million deal to stay with San Antonio.
Wow.
Yep, he's sticking around. Another one is Kevin Huter. Kevin Huter has signed a 3-year, $27 million deal to return to Detroit.
Aha.
Yusuf Nurkic has agreed to a 2-year, $22 million contract to return to the Jazz.
Hmm.
Here's one right here. Another Spurs player has inked a new contract, and that is Julian Champagnie.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a new 3-year, $45 million contract with the franchise. They declined his $3 million team option to give him that brand new deal. And Champagnie was a huge contributor in this playoff run for San Antonio.
Yes, he
Big
was.
shots. He was able to make some big shots, especially when Wemby or Vassell would get cold. Champagnie was able to come in there and play cleanup and help get some of them, help get some shots going for that team. So,
And obviously they know that he's a huge reason why they made that run because I mean obviously in Game 7 against OKC he hit 6 threes in that game, and in the finals he was for the most part he was pretty solid shooting. There were times where he was cold, but when his shooting is on, he's a hard player to stop, and obviously San Antonio is a hard team to stop.
Wow. Hey, guys, real quick, I want to let you know I'm watching a thing on ESPN here, and I don't mean to take over the show here for a second, but it's showing Golden State's rotation if LeBron signs with them, and then it has it by age too. But I mean, I'm not worried about the age. But listen to this: it could be when he's healthy. It could be Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Draymond Green, and Porzingis.
Holy crap!
As a starting 5. And then when Porzingis is out, then they have Al Horford in there.
And don't forget, they're also working to sign possibly Anthony Davis as well.
Yeah, I saw that they're not going to trade him now. I saw something that they're thinking about not trading them. They're going to keep him in Dallas. But hey, that's on them. You know, if they want the most injured dude ever, that's up to them. He's been hurt more than Mary J. Blige. That's the best line I've ever heard in my life.
What a callback. That's a good one.
Wow. I did not have Randy making a Mary J. Blige reference on my bingo card. But here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, she's something else. She's awesome. But that's just insane. And they got the kid that played at that team I don't like that so above Ohio. They got him, that Yaxel. They got that rookie Moses Moody, that Podzemski. They got him too. So, and other players are going to just be clamoring to try to go play with LeBron and them. And I think they have Buddy Hield right now too. That they may.
No, I
know
don't
if
think he's with the
Hield-
team anymore.
He's not with them anymore. Okay, I was thinking he might have been still there, but
But
yeah,
when he was there, he was awesome.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's 10 guys right there. That's just.
Yep.
That should be that could be one heck of a starting team, but Jimmy Butler will be out for a little bit because he tore his ACL.
Yeah, he's still out. He's still out for a pretty good amount of time, but he'll be back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. They say you get rewarded for your efforts. Well, Landry Shamet can say that.
Yes, he can.
Got to do 4-year, $24 million deal with the New York Knicks.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he was there during the thin times.
Yep. So now he's inked a brand new deal, $6 million a year. That's actually a really good contract for him, money wise, because it does help out. It does keep them makes it a little bit cheaper, for them to be able to afford other players if they have to make some cuts.
Right.
So, also here, let's talk about the big breaking news outside of LeBron, and that is Ja Morant is on the move. He is going to Portland in exchange for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That is so interesting how a one move can impact a team. And obviously, the Blazers have not been the same team in well over a decade. But now that Damian Lillard is officially coming back full season after signing with the team well over a year ago in the offseason, announcing that he was returning to his former team of 10 years. And now that you add Morant there, that right there really potentially is going to draw people to want to come play with those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just hope that Mr. Morant can keep that gun away.
Yeah. Maybe they don't have as strict gun laws in Portland. I don't know. But I just saw something on here that made me almost scream. I don't know. It's crazy. That said the Timberwolves are actually one of the teams that are interested in LeBron.
Huh?
So, yeah, Anthony, and LeBron together, Ant-Man and LeBron together. Oh no! Oh boy, that would be something else. That would be something else.
That team will be loaded if you had LeBron and Anthony Edwards together.
I still think that his best choice is honestly Golden State.
Oh,
because
no doubt.
Look at the teams that are on there. I mean, okay, we know there was rumors that San Antonio could potentially be in the picture, but think about it, guys. They just paid Penny. No pun intended, a lot of pennies. They cannot afford LeBron unless he took a massive pay cut because Victor Wembanyama is looking to get paid down the line. De'Aaron Fox is earning a shit ton of money right now. Obviously, when Harper and Castle are looking to get paid down the line, they're going to be asking for more money. So I honestly think another team that he doesn't need to go to is Cleveland because James Harden is god awful on defense. Mr. Atkinson, I'm looking at you with my blind eyes. James Harden's one of our best defenders. Best defender, my blind ass.
He won't. LeBron wouldn't go there if Harden's there. There's no way. He already tried that once.
Hey, LeBron, you want to come back to home to Cleveland? Hold on, brother. That doesn't work for me, dude.
Is James Harden there? Yeah, I'm busy. He's already busy. But yeah,
You have a collect call from the best defensive player in the world, according to Kenny Atkinson. Do you wish to accept this call? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. No. Okay. Goodbye.
Press 1 for
I
2.
heard the Spurs didn't want to bring in Kawhi, so they're definitely not going to bring in LeBron. I mean, if they didn't want their hero to come back, obviously they're going to pay for LeBron.
You have a collect call from James Harden. Press 1. Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no. Press 3 for GFY.
Yeah, really. Yeah, jeez.
You have entered GFY. Okay, goodbye.
The phone just explodes.
Hey, what was that? Oh, that was fragments of a phone.
They need to figure out a good nickname for him.
What was the reason for that? Oh, I had a call from the supposable greatest defender in basketball, James Harden. What? Best defensive player? Yeah, the guy that was left on an island with Jalen Brunson, who dropped 18 points on him. Yeah, when they blew that 22-point lead. Yeah, that James Harden. That supposable great defensive player. Yeah, that guy. Oh, I see why you let your phone explode. Yup. Denied.
Yeah.
What they need to do is try to somehow get the nickname of Harden as the Matador to be his
God.
nickname. Ole! Ooh, he just lets everybody just
fear the defender.
Yeah. I play better defense, and I play the Ole defense.
Do ya?
Do ya? How you know? Yeah.
How you know? You are now defending with power.
All right, let's yeah, let's get
Go ahead. Hey.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hey, you're good.
Sure.
Mom was in the room, so I had to mute.
Hey, you're good.
Miami Heat forward Andrew Wiggins has signed a 3-year, $64 million contract to stay with Miami.
Cool.
So
Hey,
there's that.
Good team down there, man.
Oh yeah, Miami's got a pretty good front now with Giannis and Wiggins.
Ooh, yeah.
And Adebayo.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Marcus Smart has declined his $5.4 million player option.
It would be something if he returned to the Celtics.
I don't know if that'd be very smart of him.
No. Well, since there is one Jaylen Brown still on the team.
You know what I think is going to happen when LeBron says with another team?
Ooh. What's that?
Bronny's going to get cut.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Bronny, I think Bronny's going to be a part of the package with LeBron.
Dude, there was a video somebody did. Remember the video of the guy who tried to enter the Jets stadium and he went to pull the door and it was locked?
Yeah,
okay. First of all, why would
somebody put LeBron? Somebody put Bronny after LeBron announced he was leaving the Lakers, and he put that video on the bottom.
First of all, why would anybody want to attempt to open up the door to the Jets stadium? Like, come on. I mean, there's better things to do than attempt to be at a Jets game.
Well, I heard the Jets stadium is going to be turned into a Spirit Halloween.
Yes.
Going to become the world's biggest Spirit Halloween ever. The only thing scarier than your lack of interceptions is these Halloween costumes at Spirit Halloween. DeAndre Ayton has he opted into his $1.1 million option for this season to stay with the Lakers.
Oh, for once, somebody stays with the Lakers.
But the Lakers said no. Oh wait, no.
Then they're going to send Hook.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
don't even know me.
Yeah. He'll just have his back to him the whole time.
Yeah. What about Draymond Green declining his option? That was like the first big piece.
I was like, is this guy crazy to decline and leave? No, he's going, like Kevin said in our chat, he's declining the offer to take a pay cut to bring in LeBron.
That's it.
Yep, absolutely.
Bronze is his BFF.
Yeah, pretty much. 9-year NBA veteran Malik Beasley has been indicted on federal charges for gambling related to that sports betting scheme, such as point shaving and prop bets. The government is coordinating a voluntary surrender for Beasley this week.
Wow.
Man, again, some of these athletes across, no matter what sport it is, like they take this gambling way too far. And ironically, it comes from players that are on very bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder, did this idiot bet against the Bucks to lose?
No.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. It's a bunch of morons. Just kind of, just a bit moronic as Chauncey Billups was. That's why Tiago Splitter had to become the fucking coach last season, and now he's with Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine opted into his $49 million player option for this upcoming season with the Sacramento Kings. James Harden declined his $42.3 million option, but he did that to work out a new multi-year deal. He declined his option just like he declined to defend in the playoffs.
Or ever.
Forever. I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Crumble himself, James Harden.
He fasted defense and never went back to it.
Miles Bridges got traded to the Suns from the Hornets.
Yeah. I was thinking about that, and you from a weird standpoint, you think, what are the Hornets doing? And it's like it's not really like about talent. I think it's about they're trying to change the culture of the team. Unfortunately, Bridges had that altercation where he was out when he was out 2 years ago. He had the thing with
and then obviously I think and then he had then the Hornets had that altercation with the Pistons and Stewart, who got traded.
Right, yeah, but I was more thinking about LaMelo Ball.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he had a lot going on last year. During the season, he had the thing where he hit somebody with his car, and he did a bunch of other things,
Something
and so
like that. My God, that is
brutal. They're trying to change the culture there, and I think that they're going to do that, and I think that they're going to make a big splash. I think they're going to get Jaylen Brown somehow. They have some smaller, couple pieces that the Celtics may be interested. You just never know. But I think they might try to do it.
If I'm the Hornets, I do not give up any of my great players for one guy, because that is a huge gamble.
That's true too. Yep, but I think that's why they got rid of those two, and not that they were that big of a distraction. Those two were good players for the Hornets. Ball couldn't stay healthy though.
No,
I think
he was talented though, but he couldn't stay healthy, like you said.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of LaMelo Ball. He is hit or miss for me. And
Yeah.
you know, in the NBA, you got to be on all the time, and I didn't see that from him. And when he could score, but he maybe pass some, but you didn't see him playing D or anything like that. So no, you know, and some of the stuff he did was pretty lucky, from what I could tell.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. Lomelo has definitely been hit or miss in a literal sense. He has not been as consistent as a lot
Yeah,
of people thought he was going to be, and
right.
that's really cost him a lot as far as his his trying to put the word together, his stock in the as a player. And I think it took a
Yeah,
big hit
yeah,
when he became so. But
yeah.
other news I want to get into real quick is Isaiah Hartenstein has got a new 3-year contract uh, that's been added on, bringing his total earnings with the franchise at 5 years and 134 million guaranteed. And
And now,
I gotta say real quick, I never heard of Isaiah Hartenstein up until the past couple years, and he's done an incredible job.
hey,
Yo, yo, yo.
the man of the hour, too
Hey,
sweet
Big
to be
Kevin,
Hey
what's going
man,
sour.
on?
Hey,
Hey,
very nice
Rod, Kevin
ride.
Roy, what's up, pal?
Very
hey
nice,
Kev,
very evil in the flesh.
there he is.
Oh,
What's
Kev, I
going
know
on,
you
man?
got some thoughts. I
What
know
was
you
See,
that?
got. I know you got some thoughts on this off season so far.
Whew. It's been heating up. That's for sure.
Hmm.
I mean, let's get into the let's go ahead and for you anyways. What are your thoughts on the LeBron situation?
LeBron said, "Fuck it, he getting out of LA. He on a retirement tour. He on a retirement tour."
Yep.
Nah, the Lakers. I kind of knew that was going to be happen because the Lakers made their choice, and honestly, long term thinking, I think the Lakers made the right choice because they either had to choose to keep LeBron, which right now you can win with this LeBron. The problem is the Lakers outside of Luka have nobody to win with, so they're not a win now team. They're not competing with the OKC or the Spurs. But long term, you want to lock Austin Reeves up and try to build around him and Luka, even though they're both traffic cones on defense. You can build around that anyway. So that's what the Lakers' plan of attack is, and I actually like it from that perspective. Now, LeBron, he can go to different places. I mean, he's tied to the Warriors, obviously, just like Stephen A. Smith said. I will agree with him there. You put LeBron and Steph, I don't care how old they are, the OG, the unks, the old heads, whatever you want to call them. If they're healthy, they're going to give any team that work. I mean,
Mm.
LeBron and Steph still playing at an all NBA level if they're healthy and can stay. But
Oh yeah.
maybe LeBron in Cleveland. I mean, maybe if they get rid of James Harden's bum ass and replace it with LeBron, you know what? That might go somewhere. Miami
True.
is an interesting one. Hell, I'll give you one too. Minnesota.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we were just talking about that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ant, Melo, and then LeBron out there. And I think that would be, and I know we ain't talked about that trade, or I haven't, but that's one thing that might get LaMelo to get his head in the game and stop turning the fucking ball over is LeBron to get on his ass.
We
Leadership.
never,
Someone's like, man,
Yeah.
stop fucking making all the bad decisions.
Kevin, we never talked about that trade when I was actually coming up. But
Ah, okay.
yeah, so you hit pretty good there. Yeah, Betty talked about that trade of Lamelo going to Minnesota.
I just gotta ask, and I mean this in all. What the fuck is Charlotte doing? Like,
Well,
you finally fucking win and you have a winning season. You're on the right path. This is LaMelo's most productive season. I mean, he played 68 games or 67 games, something like that. I mean, he led the NBA in three pointers made alongside fellow rookie Con Knipple, who is a gym superstar for the Hornets. The Hornets, some like they finally hit something. Then you know what they do? Fuck it, we're gonna trade you away because we don't want to pay you next year. That's the typical Charlotte way of doing things. And at first, I'm like, you know what? Okay, if they can use those picks, get Nas Reed, good shooting big man, maybe they could turn it around and make a splash for someone like Jaylen Brown. Like, make a splash for superstar score. Nope, they turn around and go trade Miles Bridges because they don't want to pay him. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I, I don't get it. All I'm
It's
saying
almost
is,
like they're scared.
yeah, all I'm saying is they gave up on LaMelo way too early. All I'm saying, and I'm not comparing the two, but let's not act like Steph Curry was Steph Curry out the gate. You know, the first 4 years he missed a million damn games because of ankle injuries. He didn't finally blow up on the scene to the end of 2013 when he had that 54 in the Garden on Melo and the Knicks. I mean, that's literally when he blew up. He had 4 years of just in and out, in and out, in and out, hurt, just like Melo. And then the Warriors never gave up on him, and it led to 4 championship rings and the latest dynasty that there was created. So for the Hornets to just up and give up on Melo is crazy work to me. And I feel like the Timberwolves got a lot better with that because they got pure shooting. We can sit there and say LaMelo makes boneheaded plays, and he does, but you can't deny this motherfucker shoot from half court like it's nothing and hit it. And him and Ant too. Oh my God, that's a backcourt. That's going to be a problem.
And if Ant-Man can keep him under wraps and keep him in the game and in control of the situation at hand, no matter if they're up or they're down, man, that's going to be a dangerous backcourt, like you just said.
I will say this though, real quick. If I'm Minnesota, I would have rather. No, I love Nas Reed, man. I would have rather kept Nas Reed and gave up that fucking French 7-foot Walmart checkout employee. Like,
Walmart
give him
checkout
up.
employee.
I mean, he ain't nothing but a damn grocery store worker, a 7'5" grocery store worker. I mean, he's pointless. He can't catch, can't dunk. All he does is protect the rim and cough on microphones. I mean, get rid of him. Shit, keep Nas Reed. You can find a big out the free agency to be a defensive anchor. I mean, shit, ain't Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks about to be a free agent? Shit,
Ding.
he's been better off. Save money too. I
Yep.
mean, just dumb.
Oh my god, dude, I gotta get your opinion on this. So Stephen A. Smith had his show today,
Oh Lord.
and or was it? No, it was today or yesterday. One of our old favorite players that we love to jab at, Ben Simmons,
Ah!
announced that he's ready to come back to the NBA. This is Kevin. This is what he put, and I quote: "I can compete with any of those guys." And Stephen A's response: "I don't think Jesus could convince me to take Ben Simmons. He is the only player that I've witnessed in NBA history who I believe should play or should pay NBA teams to have him play."
You know what? Stephen A says a lot of stupid stuff sometimes, but he hit the nail on the head. Like, honestly, it's so they need to indict him on gambling for sometimes how he fucking plays. Like, are you gambling like Malik Beasley? I mean, are you the one gambling like Terry Rozier? Because I can't even say I'm mad at it because Ben Simmons probably, again, this is a good segue. Ben Simmons probably, like we were just talking about Rudy Gobert, probably seen that big 7-foot fucking grocery store employee playing and say, "What can I play? He plays." It gives everybody a little an ounce of hope. I would not try. I would not even hold a tryout for that bum.
Save money, live better.
I'd hold a tryout for that damn that. And I know this is a whole different topic, but I'd rather hold a fucking tryout for the Antonio Brown 2.0 and Brandon Ayuk before I hold a fucking tryout for Ben Simmons.
Oh dear God!
I would much rather hold a fucking tryout for that. Get him off the court. He don't belong in the NBA. Ben Simmons.
Speaking of Brandon Ayuk, what about his comments saying that I would love to play for the Commanders if the Niners let me go?
Bro, he had a video of him on Instagram advertising, talking about back on the highway, support your Commanders at www.gocommanders.com for tickets coming this fall. I'm like, bro, you're not even on the team. And actually, let me tell you how stupid that is. technically now the 49ers have put a suit in for the NFL Players Association for tampering. So now, because he mentioned the name Commanders and this and that, they're about to crack down on the command, and the Commanders are probably like, no, we ain't got nothing to do with that motherfucker. We don't even want him no more. He's off his damn rocker. He's like old grandma without her medicine in the like 99 years old. We don't know what the fuck's going on. But now he keeps doing that shit while he's technically under contract, and now he's about to get in trouble for tampering. Some things you can't, just like my buddy, just like the guy I watched on the podcast, actually one of his good friends too. What was his name? TJ Hushmanzada. He's like, bro,
Oh, from her Bengal. Nice.
yeah, he's like, bro, as a former receiver, all I can tell you is shut the fuck up. You're hurting yourself 10 times more than you are helping. Just shut up. Like, at least if you would have shut up and then eventually got released, the Commanders probably would have got you because Jaden Daniels, please, please, please. But now you out there just bad mouthing everybody and crying like you might not even have a job at all anymore. Like, you're fucking your pockets up so bad.
And I said, Kevin, before you came on, I said Ayuk had all this time to rehab his torn ACL, to get better at his craft, come back stronger than ever. But what's he doing? Not even trying. Like, it's ridiculous.
You know what the problem is, though, from what I read? The problem is the 49ers told him, bro, you can do your rehab away from the facility, but our contract obligation says that you have to check in once a week for our doctors just to look at you and say, okay, you're doing well. Okay, Nick Bosa, torn ACL. Guess what he's been doing? Rehabbing in Florida. He comes back once a week to the 49ers training facility to get checked out by the doctors. No problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bro, you're getting $30 million a year, and all you have to do is show up for a doctor's appointment one time a week, and you can't do that, and you leave all that money on the table. You got to be a fucking idiot. Like, oh, Lord forbid, they paid me all this money. I don't want it now. But what?
You work hard to get the contract, then you don't even work hard at all to keep, your status up and stuff.
Oh no, he worked hard years ago. Before the contract, he did.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He worked hard. That's what I'm saying.
Money. He was happy then. Gets hurt. Now he's all of a sudden a crybaby again. Like, what are we doing? Like, bro, what are we doing? All because your buddy and the Commanders what? I mean, they don't want you either because of how you're acting. Just like Mark Flair said on ESPN, he said, I mean, the Commanders are looking at it like, if he's acting that much like a baby, what's going to happen if they get on the team flight to go travel and another Commanders player takes his seat and he gets in his feelings about it? Are we going to have 2 months of him on Instagram crying about his teammate there? You can't trust a guy like that.
Nope.
And you know what's sad is so many people in the 49ers organization are so sick of it, dude. Like, George Kittle, one of the most positive guys, never has anything negative to say about just about anybody. Everybody knows him. The wrestling community knows him. Everybody knows George Kittle's such a comedic, happy-go-lucky, ha-ha-ha, makes a happy situation out of a bad situation. He tore his Achilles, and he's talking about getting drunk with the owner. Talking about, yeah, we were drinking whiskey and ha-ha-ha. He even said when they asked about Brandon Ayuk, he said, you know what? No comment. Good luck with that. Whoever wants to take that on, good luck. Like, that tells you he's sick of it. I mean, if Kittle's sick of it, trust me, everyone's sick of it.
Speaking of Kittle, Kev, it was also, word came out that Kittle made a response and a comment about how when the World Cup came in to do these games at these fellow football stadiums, they put in grass. And Kittle said, why can't the NFL do the same thing for stadiums that don't have grass surfaces?
Oh, yeah, I agree, because
I agree.
The most ACL injuries analytically happen on turf because your legs are not accustomed to running on turf. Like, you practice on grass, growing up, high school football, growing up playing all year, your legs are accustomed to running on grass. All of a sudden, turf happens. Now you get a lot more lower extremity injuries like torn ACLs, dislocated kneecaps, sprained ankles, high ankle sprains at that, foot injuries, plantar fasciitis like Cam Newton had that. I mean, it just happens on turf. Like, put grass in. Just put grass in for the players. Like, that's player safety.
Yep. Agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin, what are your thoughts about one thing we never thought we'd see again, and that is Kawhi Leonard in a Toronto Raptors jersey?
Hey, that's a, and you know what? I like the fact that the Raptors did not really have to give up their core pieces either. Like their best player, Scotty Barnes, was untouched. So you're teaming up Kawhi with Scotty Barnes. That's nice. And you still got R.J. Barrett at the guard. That's a nice little trio there. Not gonna say they're, and to be honest, if some of them teams don't make a move, the Raptors could see themselves in Eastern Conference contention. Because again, and I know it is early, but what have the Pistons done to get Cade some help as a number two scorer? Nothing. What are the Celtics are about damn near about to trade Jaylen Brown? I mean, everybody's stepping down, and the Raptors made a move to basically step them up. Like they're up there with the New Yorks and maybe Cleveland if James Harden don't turn to a fucking complete traffic cone. I mean, they're up there. So I give them credit. They're going to be a top five seed again, and
Yep.
possibly be able to push for the semis, maybe even Eastern Conference Finals with Kawhi Leonard. You never know. Kawhi in a Toronto uniform, I got to say, as a Warriors fan, shit, good luck. If he's healthy, good luck.
Yeah, man, it's I never thought I'd see the day, but man, anything's possible in the world of the NBA now. So, also, Al Horford declined his his player option and signed a brand new 2-year, $14 million contract to stay with the Warriors.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
imagine.
Do what?
I was gonna say, imagine if you get LeBron at Golden State with Al Horford in there as well.
Oh, yeah. And
And two,
also, Chris Tapps Porzingis re signed for 2 more years for Golden State, too. So,
yes,
and so now, I mean, and I think that's the reason those guys are declining their option and signing new deals because it's the financial flexibility. Like that, Draymond even said it on his podcast. Like, bro, I know I'm not what I used to be. I mean, 27 million. No, if I can lower that to help our team explore some options, that's what I'm doing. AKA, I want LeBron James. So my agent, Rich Paul, which is his agent, said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's make some moves. We can offer LeBron this, get him over here, and we can rock with it." So that's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it sounds like
yeah,
to me too.
oh yeah, um, yeah. And Kevin, we were getting into NFL news. Real quick with you, and also too for anybody else who wants to chime in. What are your thoughts on the Terrion Arnold situation? Today it was announced he was cut by the Lions after he was officially indicted and arrested on counts of kidnapping and could face up to life in prison.
Man, he fucked his whole career up, dude.
Yep.
That's pitiful. You're making all that money to play for a great NFL, great organization, and you fuck it all up and throw it away. It's a damn
And he
shame.
was one of the brightest defenders for that organization too.
Yep, drafted him in the first round, I believe, early
Yep.
second or mid first, something like that. So yeah, that just can't fuck it up, man. People got to keep their head on straight, dude. Like that's your
Yeah,
livelihood.
Absolutely.
here's a funny thing. It's a funny thing about the NFL regular season. When it comes to Adam Schefter, you know it's a slow day when he starts retweeting Shams Charania's tweets.
Oh yeah, I seen where he posted about the Miles Bridges trade, and I'm like, bro, ain't you football? What are you doing?
I know he retweeted.
Tom's out of a job.
Dude, he retweeted the damn fucking trades with LeBron. He talked about the LeBron situation. He retweeted the Kawhi Leonard trade, and it's a slow news day. So
Love Shams. I love Shams, but at the same time, he wouldn't be doing this shit if we had them Woj bombs. He would never retweet a Woj bomb with Adrian Wojnarowski. He would never do that to Woj.
yeah,
Shams' job. It sounds like.
yeah. And then of course the shocking news we all got, and that was, I want to get your thoughts, Kevin. That is Chris Johnson diagnosed with ALS.
Oh man, I hate it for him, dude. That really sucks. I mean,
Did you see the video?
Do it? Yeah, I seen it, and I hate that dude. He's so young, and to have an injury and and have an illness like that, man, that sucks for him, dude. My prayers are out to him and his family that he can fight this and deal with it, and I mean, just fight through it, fight through the storm.
Yeah, and I was just talking about earlier how, how in wrestling right now, Rebel and an independent wrestler by the name of Jeff Cannonball are also fighting the very same disease as well.
That's tough.
Yeah, Rebel, of course, from AEW, but also was in TNA for a while. And then, like we said, independent wrestler Jeff Cannonball, who's really good friends with guys like Joey Janela and Marcus Mathers and what's his name, Matt Tremont and others. So, yeah. Also, I mean, there wasn't a lot in the NFL. I mean, there wasn't anything that was groundbreaking. You fucked up in the world of college when the CFL won't even allow you to play. And that's what happened with Brandon Sorsby.
Hey, maybe Storesby should be the cover athlete for college football 27. Oh, wait, too late. The cover athlete's already there.
Yeah. Yeah, and what he's gonna be the cover athlete for like a fucking DraftKings sports book.
No, that's Terry Rozier, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, then he could be what's that one that fucking Drewski's always promoting.
Oh no, Bet 365. No, Prize Picks.
Prize Picks.
Yeah.
And
he could be the face of Prize Picks.
Probably shouldn't be using the word cover either. He's like, yeah, we can cover. He's covering all those. The cover, yes.
Yeah, that is what you call a true meaning of a full house.
Hey ho!
No, that's easy for me.
Yeah, I know. He shouldn't. I know, Kevin. I said earlier that he shouldn't have showed his hand like that.
How you know?
Of course, I've been making gambling jokes about this for the past 2 weeks now. So, it never fails. But real quick, since we got just a few minutes here, Kev, did you catch any of the wrestling action this weekend?
Well, yes, I caught some of it.
It doesn't matter. Nothing that you saw.
I watched that. I did.
Watch what?
You talking about Night of Champions?
Well, it could be Night of Champions. It could be Forbidden Door. It could be anything. I was just trying to get your.
It could even be Raw from last night.
Hey, that Raw from last night was lit though. Hey, that damn Oba Brock Hell in a Cell, dude. Jesus, that's tough.
And Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Oh man, that end. Hey, Seth Rollins got as real as he got at that end of that promo. I said, you know what? That's some real shit. I said, you know what? That's dope, dude. Just watching that visual, I said, oh yeah, they're making the right choice. This has been a year plus in the making. Seth and Roman one last time.
And Kevin, let me give you a little trivia, and this is unbelievable. The last time that a Hell in a Cell took place at SummerSlam, 2008.
Ooh, yes.
Undertaker versus Edge.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Where he chokeslammed him in the ring and sent him to hell.
I will also say though, for that to be possibly Brock Lesnar's last match, and he's going to finish it off in Hell in a Cell, that's tough, dude. That's really tough. So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that main event's one of the nights?
It's got unless they start off the show.
Night one, Roman and Seth main event night 2.
Maybe it does main event. Maybe they start off. Maybe they start off the whole show on night 1 with Hell in a Cell.
So let me ask y'all this then, because what shocked me was I didn't believe they actually had the balls to pull the trigger on Sami Zayn.
I know.
What the fuck? What? I just knew after those two, that double crossroads funky looking shit, I said, yep, Cody's about to retain. And then I said, what? Hold on now. I said, that's crazy as hell. So what do y'all think that direction goes?
Man, that's tough because I mean,
You think that he
Sammy.
holds the title going into SummerSlam? You think he loses it before then? You think they give Cody another shot at SummerSlam? What y'all think?
I think it's going to be Sammy versus Cody at SummerSlam because I don't foresee Sammy being a transitional champion, which he shouldn't be because he's worked
Oh,
so
he's
hard to get to where he is today.
now there have been some wild rumors, like, and not like just like people had their own theories. Some YouTubers I watch, and I mean they got a point. It'd be pretty fucked up. But someone said, what if Sammy goes on and for some reason loses to Brock Lesnar at Saturday night's main event, and Brock has the title, and then we really get Oba and Brock for the title himself? I said, yeah, I said it'd be pretty fucked up to do Sammy that way, but WWE's got their way of doing some shit, so I don't know. But but damn Brock coming out last night. Here's my thing, and it's not a knock. I love it. I'm gonna love both stories. Don't get me wrong, but why did they have Oba win King of the Ring if he's just gonna forego the title match? I mean, at least like hold it off. Like I
I
don't
just
get.
think, I just think in Oba's mind, he's thinking that world title shot, it's there, but this thing with Brock has to end now.
Yeah, but WWE could have had a way out. Like they could have had Brock cost over somehow at some way, and then they could have let Seth win it, like win King of the Ring. Because now everybody's wondering, like, how does Seth just randomly get a title shot, just randomly out of nowhere to Roman Reigns? And I don't know. I just thought WWE might have had an out of it. They had their ways to get out in 3 different rounds to let. Oh, but then I get it. Seth also, that was a way out to get him and Braun Breaker in the cage too. Was Braun come out there
Yeah.
with Seth? I get that too. So I mean, it's just kind of pick your poison at that point. But I gotta say, that steel cage match was fucking dope though. With
Yeah, it
Braun
was.
Seth Rollins, that shit.
Mm,
But then now my thing is, where does Braun Breaker go from here? Because that I thought Braun should have went over, but hey, I guess to build Seth to give him Roman Reigns next made sense. I just want to know what they're gonna do with Braun Breaker now.
yeah, because you can't do Brock versus Seth again if Seth was champion, which I don't think he's going to be. But if he
Yeah.
was, you can't because you just closed that chapter of that feud.
Yeah, just my early implications is this is Roman finally getting over the hump, saying I need to beat you, and I think he will. But
And I loved how Roman last night changed his gears, like where he was like, he was in tribal chief God mode, like, how dare you speak to me like that? And then when Seth was dropping the truth on him, he's like, you know what? That's the first time I've heard you be honest, little brother. But you know what? You're right. And I'm
yeah,
like, damn, like he ain't wrong.
yeah, that was hey, I agree. He said Roman said, "Look, you get in the back of the line with everyone else," and Seth was like, "Hey, you're a Hall of Famer. You matter of fact, I might even induct you. You're gonna have your own show, but you know what? If you don't beat me and you decline this, you're always gonna be haunted that you ain't beat me." I'm like, you know what? Hey, that basically Seth used Roman's own ego and his own pride against
Yeah, he
him.
did.
I'm gonna say, okay, you know what? You fucking right. Let's do it. I need.
It's almost like he used his emotions to get the best of him.
Did y'all catch the backstage segment with Jay and Jimmy and Jacob Fatu? Again,
Yeah.
Fatu hates Jay Uso. He said, what you like? Damn, I don't listen to you, and I damn sure don't take orders from your punk ass, Jay. I'm going
Hey,
to sit down and handle this solo problem. Jay said, shit, I'm going with you. Let's ride together. Jimmy said, group chat.
group chat.
The group chat. I said, Jesus Christ.
At least it wasn't LA Knight.
What the fuck they doing with Solo? They about to turn Solo and LA Knight into a damn team. I said, wait a minute. Solo on some bullshit. I said, Jacob Fatu gonna kill him. But yeah, I thought Night of Champions overall was pretty damn good to me. I mean, it wasn't predictable. Like I could, like again, I thought I was for sure Braun Breaker was gonna go over. I was for sure Cody was gonna retain, and Gunther not have a fucking hissy fit at Nick Aldis.
Dude,
I was for sure, and I thought,
I know Ez can vouch for this. Give me all this in the ring one more time for all time's sake, because
yeah,
somewhere underneath those suits is a professional wrestler.
you damn right. Hey, that shit was funny though. Danhausen came out there and cursed a little more. Hey, Danhausen has a damn feud with that Judgment Day. They trashed his club. Hey, that was funny last night. They trashed his club's house. He come in there. Hey, what did I do to you? Liv Morgan listed all the things. You took $100,000. You electrocuted JD. You cost me my match. And Danhausen goes, oh yeah. Like, oh yeah.
So good.
And he got his Knicks jersey stolen. I imagine he'll get that shit back at Madison.
MSG, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pop too. He got his jersey stolen.
Yeah, it was overall it was a fun weekend. I know Ed's watched a shit ton of wrestling. He watched the GCW shows. He watched Slammiversary.
Slammiversary was off the hook, man. I gotta say, big shout out to the 4-way ladder match. That was awesome. The Hardys getting back to TNA World Tag Team titles.
Hell yeah.
Bear Bronson, I gotta say, guy, he showed his worth in that ladder match. He took a power slam onto a barbed wire covered ladder.
Oh. Ooh.
And I'm not sure if you're familiar with Bear, Kevin.
No, I haven't seen much of him.
Bear Bronson, he used to be in a tag team in AEW called the Iron Savages. And it was Bear Bronson and Bear Boulder. During their run, Boulder got caught in some domestic violence stuff, and it cost Boulder his career. And then Bear, unfortunately, got released shortly after. He then decided to go on the indies and started doing a whole run of doing. He decided to explore what his favorite thing is death matches. So he started getting involved in GCW and other companies and started wrestling with barbed wire and glass and thumbtacks, and then he got signed by TNA because his popularity went up, and now he's a member of the Eddie Edwards and formerly Kurt Hawkins, Brian Myers led group, The System. He's been a tag team champion with them. So that match also had the Righteous, former ROH tag champs, and forget the other team. It was Hardy's, Righteous, System, and Jason Hotch and the Grey Hands from Order 4.
Yeah.
That was a great match, but also shout out to the Ultimate X match.
That match was insane. So good.
Oh yeah. With the man who competed in the very first Ultimate X with Frankie Kazarian and X Division pioneer Amazing Red, who, by the way, this October, along with ODB and Conan, will be inducted into TNA Hall of Fame. So, but
Nick Nemeth and Mike Santana was a really good match.
Yeah, Nick Nemeth and Mike Santana was great. Great American Bash. Speaking of Great American Bash this weekend was also great too. Women's showdown. Lola Vice, Kendall Gray main evented. Had an awesome competitive match.
And new NXT Women's Champion.
Awesome.
That's
a lot of good wrestling this weekend.
And then as far as AEW is concerned, Ospreay and Swerve beat the piss out of each other, and it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I did catch that a little bit.
And that 12-man cage match was entertaining as all hell. Who the hell had, first of all, Leah Rush coming out of a bag on their bingo card? Answer that for you. Nobody did. The booby trap with the bag on top of the cage with Darby setting that trap off on Kevin Knight was fantastic. And then, of all things to appear in that damn match, a Nintendo Entertainment System with the controllers and a cartridge.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly pulled a Nintendo out of his backpack and the controllers, and they were swinging the controllers around like nunchucks, hitting the dudes. And then he pulled a cartridge out. He blew on the cartridge before putting it in the system, and then hit somebody in the head with it.
Hey, but you know what? At least it wasn't a snap it to a Slim Jim table or a damn table WWE has decked out, look like a teenager's car full of damn decals and ads. And what, we got a prime turnbuckle and a Slim Jim table.
You are now playing with power.
Oh, Kevin, that booby trap thing that Steven was talking about was Kevin Knight and Darby Allen were on top of the cage, and Kevin went to open a bag, and it was booby trapped with an explosion. And Kevin and I crashed through 4 tables.
He pulled the Danhausen.
Yeah, but all they did was he would open a bag, boom, explosion. He fucking went through 4 tables. Just that's a crazy night of just crazy 2 days of wrestling. GCW was off the hook on both
And
nights.
also, shout outs to the women. Tekla's match was really good
Yes.
with Kid, and then also Maya World with Mercedes. Overall, really good match.
Maya World showed out and proved that she does belong in that upper echelon. She's really, really good.
That's some
Yes.
good wrestling going on.
And the return, and I know Ez, along with the rest of us, were happy about this. Switchblade is back. Jay White.
King Switch is back, and he's back for David Finley's fucking head.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm about to hop off here for the night.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, it was good talking sports with y'all. Hope to be back on next week.
Hey, I'll see you Sunday, dude. It's gonna be a hell of a good time.
Yes, sir. I talked to Joey about that earlier. Just want to clear that up with you. But yeah,
Yep.
we'll be there. We'll be there then.
Oh yeah.
All right, dude. We'll see you Sunday. I'll
Yep.
see y'all next week.
Later, dude.
Peace.
All right, well, we're going to hang out for a few more minutes because Joey said he is getting ready to leave. He sent that message about 10 minutes ago. So he said, please try to hang on, guys. I promise I'll be leaving soon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll hang on.
But yeah, you know, we were we were just so excited about the wrestling over the weekend. Like it was just it was a fun weekend. A lot of good stuff happened over the weekend. Um, definitely lots of good stuff happened over the weekend.
Yeah, I agree on that. Real quick, GCW put on 2 great shows. Highlight for me was the main event on night two of their show in Arizona, where Nick Gage and Slade took on Viperous and Shotzi Blackheart. And of course, it was a death match, so barbed wire.
And of course, Viper's is fucking insane. Like she's great.
If you guys have not checked her out, check out Viperous. One of the baddest women on the planet when it comes to that extreme style of wrestling. She's coming to her own. She's brand new into this, but she's really honed her craft into it. And it's joining the likes of like Rena Yamashita and Emerson Jane and many others, Mickey Knuckles over the years who have done this stuff and done it at a high level.
I told Ez, I
And
said, I
it's
think
gonna-
Yamashita has rubbed off on Miss Viperous because Yamashita, for those that have never seen her wrestle, she's a Japanese wrestler that's gravitated to deathmatch wrestling, and she, like Viperous, is 2 insane chicks. Like just the way they're so competitive and they just start swinging stuff. Like they're just crazy chicks. Like they're nuts.
You could be as small as Mr. Danger, or you could be as big as Matt Tremont. They have no problem going to war, and that's what makes them great. Also Steven, as we know, we have obviously coming up, we have in a few weeks we have the AEW pay-per-view. Well, let's talk about this. Obviously, Steven, what are your next plans coming up? Let's get into that real quick.
As far as for me, upcoming, I got ACDC next Saturday in Charlotte.
Okay.
That is the kickoff of their Power Up tour here in America. That is for sure what I have coming up for now. And I forgot to mention this last week when we were on, but I went to Raleigh and I got to check out Blacktop Mojo, one of my favorite newer bands out of Tony's neck of the woods, Palestine, Texas. Incredible live performance by those guys, and they played some new songs in their upcoming album that's coming out in the fall. Of course, with the rest of their stuff in their catalog, just really good show by those guys. But yeah, looking forward to the ACDC tour. That's been a big one, and that's probably going to be the biggest show that I go to this year alone because every other show that I've gone to has been more smaller shows. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, speaking of AEW, you mentioned about the next pay-per-view, Redemption, and it was reported today that Tony Khan has moved the start of the pay-per-view to 7 o'clock, pre-show at 6, which I think is very smart.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a smarter move, especially knowing that fans have got to get up for work and they got to be able to do this. It allows the fans to be able to get extra sleep and gives AEW more breathing room to be able to be on the card. For me, my plans coming up, obviously I have my birthday on Friday. So I have that coming up on the 3rd. This family stuff.
There he is.
In the 11th hour, here is JT Joey Thornton.
Guys, I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, work was absolutely crazy, but I'm here now and I'm am I ready to talk some sports? Even if it is for only 15, 20 minutes.
Well,
we can extend a little time if needed. Don't worry about it. But let's get right into it. Steven?
Yeah. So Joey, we've talked about, obviously LeBron is no longer staying with the Lakers. He's going to be a free agent. And obviously there's been now, as of reported now, 12 teams that have sought after LeBron and his services. I mean, how could you not? I mean, seemed to be Hall of Famer. Talked about that. We talked about Kawhi going back to Toronto, and tomorrow is Canada Day. So the Raptors have gotten themselves a early gift for their Canadian fan base, and Kawhi coming back. We talked about what's his name again? The Lions cornerback.
What's it? Oh, Terry and Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold.
Oh yeah, Terry and Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold getting released by Detroit. We talked about the buffoon idiot that is Brandon Ayuk. And Joey, I saved that one for last. So Joey, the reason why I brought that up just now, because I know you got some thoughts about that.
Yeah. Before I get to the whole Ayuk situation, there is one thing that I do want to ask about a certain NBA trade that took place today. Regards to Kawhi being sent back to Toronto. Now, I get it. Kawhi has great memories with Toronto. But here is the question. Kawhi is not 7 years younger anymore. So, are we going to get the Kawhi from 2019 Toronto? Or are we going to get a less, I guess you can say, more wiser, but less of a playmaker Kawhi that we've seen over the past couple years?
It all depends, Joey, if Kawhi can stay healthy.
I mean, the guy is 36 years old now. I mean, he's going to start being more injury prone over time. I mean, look at all the games that LeBron has missed over the last couple years because of nagging injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But now...
But before you continue, Joey, I do want to bring this up because we talked about this before you came on the show. Did you ever read Stephen A. Smith's comments about the one Ben Simmons?
I can actually say that I did not.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Go ahead.
I got it word for word. So Ben Simmons came out, Joey, and said that he is ready to come back to the NBA.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that because he said he was out for a year because he needed to refocus on his mental abilities or mental health or something like that.
Yeah, and he said, I can compete with any of these guys. Well, a certain Stephen A. Smith had some comments about that from his show. I don't think Jesus could convince me to take Ben Simmons. He is the only player that I have ever witnessed in NBA history who I believe should pay NBA teams to have him play.
Well, he is definitely not wrong with that statement because he is not wrong with that statement because if Ben Simmons, the guy who has been nothing but a bust ever since he was drafted first overall back in the 2016 draft, if he thinks he can compete with guys such as Jokic, Gilgeous Alexander, Brunson, even Tyrese Halliburton, Victor Wembanyama. Let me throw one more. Let me throw one more name out there. Anthony Edwards. If he thinks he can compete with these guys, somebody might want to go up and pinch him because he's obviously dreaming.
Mr. Simmons, are you in a state of dream state? Yes, I am.
Yeah, he is obviously dreaming if he thinks that he can compete with that core group of players. He is out of his fucking mind.
I can compete with these guys. Compete my blind ass.
Now, Joey, what were you gonna say?
I mean, when he was with Philly, he couldn't do anything. When he was in Brooklyn, the only thing he was riding was the bench because he could not stay healthy.
Hey,
So what makes him think that he is capable of competing alongside players such as Jokic, Gilgeous Alexander, Edwards, Wembanyama, and Brunson, and thinks that he can be just as good, if not better, than these players?
Not only that, but what's so funny is that, so obviously during the pandemic, social distancing and all that crap. But if I'm an NBA player, I would socially distance myself from that idiot because he has nothing. He's proved nothing.
No, he hasn't proven a damn thing.
Nope. Now, what were you going to say before we went to that topic?
But yeah, I mean, Ben Simmons is wasting his time if he thinks. I mean, technically, this would be his 10th year of being in the NBA. So, I mean, this is usually about the time where players are either in their prime or have been in their prime for about a couple years and really looking to make a name for themselves. Well, Ben Simmons, buddy, you're behind the 8 ball in this case because you haven't established yourself. You're definitely not in your prime. And
He's
you
10
definitely
years
don't have,
older.
You definitely don't have the physical aspects or the physical playmaking abilities to compete with these guys.
I would take a
you're going to be worth
traffic.
2 cents.
I would take a traffic cone in James Harden over Ben Simmons, and that's saying something.
Oh.
Tell me
Yeah,
when I'm telling lies.
Yeah, can I say, ouch.
Yeah.
A brick wall's got better defensive skills than fucking James Harden does.
That is true.
Nah, I would take a non-defensive player in Luka Doncic over Ben Simmons at this point.
Yeah, because unlike Ben Simmons, Luka can actually shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike half the rookies in the draft. Unlike Ben Simmons, half the rookies in the draft can actually shoot. Oh wait, did I say that?
Yeah, I think he just did.
Oh well, I'm an EOO equal opportunity.
Hey, maybe
That's what I do.
Maybe Ben Simmons should go play another sport, the NFL, and be with the Jets.
Maybe he could go play for the CFL like Brandon Sorsby.
Denied. JFL, nice fucking life.
Hey, I will say one thing. That Ben Simmons is actually good at, believe it or not. And I will say that he's probably taking some notes from Geno Smith about this.
Oh,
is turning the ball over.
Uh-huh.
That's the only thing Ben Simmons is good at.
I thought you were going to say quitting, but that works too.
I mean, if I was with the Jets, I would quit too.
I was with the Cowboys, I'd quit too.
Shit, if I was with the Dolphins, I quit.
If I was with the Dolphins, I'd get concussed.
Oh, that hurt.
Okay, so now moving on to the whole Brandon Ayuk situation.
Yes, here we go. That's what I'm waiting for.
Aha.
Okay, before I start, I want to give a warning to anybody who might be watching out there. Warning. The following scene will contain many words of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Laughing is strongly encouraged.
Now, here we go. Okay. Brandon Ayuk. Are you that fucking stupid? Let me start off with that. Are you that fucking stupid? Dude, what in the living fucking breathing hell is going on in that sick, twisted mindset of yours? If you think with all of these antics, yes, I know we had a shitty year last season. I get it. We had injuries. It happens. But if you think that Washington wants to sign your ass based upon everything that you have said, everything that you have done, all the words you have said, all the stupid bull crap that you've tried to pull over these last several weeks, if you think that Adam Peters is interested in bringing you to Washington, you are out of your fucking ass mind. Because nobody, I repeat, nobody wants to play with ass. Because the last thing that the NFL needs right now is Antonio Brown 2.0. And trust me, buddy, you are heading down that path. And the more and more you head down that path, the more screwed your ass is going to be. If you do not fix yourself, if you do not improve your antics, hell, if you don't get a better mindset, your ass is be sitting on nowhere near any NFL sidelines, much less Washington's, much less San Francisco's, hell, much less Dallas's or your Jets. Your ass is not going to be sitting anywhere near those sidelines. If you do not improve yourself starting right now, your ass is going to be sitting on your couch because you will not be going anywhere near any NFL stadiums if you keep up with this nonsense bullshit. Nobody wants to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I mean,
I don't want to see it. Wait, I don't have to.
Save yourself the pain, save yourself the agony, and just stop it. Because the way you are going right now, you ain't worth 5 fucking pieces of animal droppings. It's that simple, buddy. Your ass is writing checks, or actually, your mouth is writing checks that your ass will never, and I mean never, cash. As a matter of fact, I don't think even yourself can pull you out of this deep ass hole you're in. Because the way that you're going right now, not even the CFL, not even the UFL, hell, not even a league that doesn't even exist yet is going to want to bring your ass to their team, is going to want to bring your ass to that league. Ayuk is a fucking moron who doesn't know his ass from his head. And until he can wake up and smell the coffee, which at this point he's never going to, he's not going to get anywhere else in life. So, bottom line, Ayuk, nobody wants to hear your crap. No, I mean, I don't want to hear it. Ezra and Steven don't want to hear it. Hell, nobody in the world wants to hear your crap. You don't belong in the NFL. You brought this upon yourself. So now you made your bed. Now fucking lie in it, moron. Rant over.
What's funny, real quick, to add to this, and thank you for expressing yourself. Express yourself.
This Joey Thornton rant is sponsored by Equinox Cream. Does your Shangri-La have an itch? Try Equinox.
Oh
It's
god.
also sponsored by Centrium, the favorite memory medicine among Grovey and Mike. When you can't remember to use your blinkers, always use Centrium to remember where you are.
We talked about this, Joey, before you joined, and Kevin said it before Ayuk got paid this big contract. He was trying so hard to earn that money. Then he got paid, and then he quit trying after he got injured. I left Joey speechless. Wow.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think Joey's having to cool off from his rant.
Okay, there we go. For some reason my phone was acting stupid.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying before. How many times have we seen players get paid big money contracts only to find out a year later they're not worth 2 cents of it?
A lot.
And there's
Your
my
phone
point.
Your phone acted stupid because Steven spoke for it.
Yep, and there's my point.
Oh, that was a bit that. Yeah, that that made more sense in an episode of First Take. Good job. No, but I agree with your assessments.
I will say real quick on a positive note, if the Commanders really want to go out and find a worthy number 2 receiver who is not in any legal trouble as of right now, and who can actually still move around for a guy that is his age, there is a interesting wide receiver out there right now who has ties to the University of Maryland and who would love to play for his hometown team. Adam Peters. Call Stephon Diggs, because he'd be more than happy to come play for us because of his connections to his hometown. Just saying.
Yeah. Dude, I want to get your thoughts real quick too. Also on the Ja Morant trade. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, believe it or not, as long as Ja Morant can actually fix the having to have guns in his selfies or videos on social media aspect of his life, this could actually benefit him. This actually could benefit him because it's not a well-known fact that Ja Morant was the lone star, technically, of that Memphis Grizzlies team. But now he's going to a team that is going to have a healthy Damian Lillard on the court next season, who can actually still ball for his age. And not only that, but he's also going to have a well-known defender who, yeah, he has hopped around in the NBA quite a bit, but he's still a really good defensive playmaker in Drew Holiday. I mean, yeah, Portland may not have like the looks of a good team on paper, but the fact that they are going to get Damian Lillard back next season, and now that they have Drew Holiday, They were able to sign Robert Williams to a 3-year deal. And now that they're getting John Morant, I mean, I would say that this is going to be a Portland team that makes a deep run in the playoffs. But I could definitely see that this is going to be a Portland team that can actually fight to gain a spot in the playoffs, maybe even a play-in.
Yeah, I think this move with Morant to Portland is a very refreshing situation for him, and hopefully he can keep his act together and stay healthy, of course. And obviously Damian Lillard, looking forward to him coming back and with his team that he called home for 10 years. And we'll see how he does down there. And potentially that could be a spot where players want to go play because, I mean, Lillard can play, Morant can play, Drew Holiday, of course, can play.
Yeah. I mean, it very well could be done.
Yep.
Just some news broke. Keon Lewis has agreed to a 2-year, $18 million contract. I believe it was with the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Keon Ellis.
Oh,
Yep.
did y'all happen to discuss at any point the 2 big trades that Charlotte pulled over the past
Yes.
week?
What the hell is Charlotte even thinking at this point?
Honestly, this could help them because I mean, yeah, I don't really pull for Charlotte, even though I do have a Charlotte Hornets shirt. I just like the material that I mean, I just like the material and I like the colors for everything. I mean, and I think it's a pretty good shirt to wear around the house, but still, I honestly think that Charlotte has something big planned because the fact is they still got Brandon Miller. They got Colin Knippel, who absolutely dominated from the 3-point range in his rookie season. So
Yep.
he's only going to get better at this point. They got a big man in Nas Reed. They got a
Who can shoot too?
average. They got an average playmaker or average playmakers in Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal. But not only that, they also have a good bit of cap space and a ton of draft picks that they can use to land a big time star, such as your Jaylen Browns. I mean, think if Charlotte can pull off a trade, because they got the cap space to land Jaylen Brown, and they sure as hell got the draft picks. If they can find a way to land Jaylen Brown from Boston, that is really going to be one of the best things that Charlotte could do. So I get it. Trading LaMelo Ball and trading Miles Bridges has some question marks. I get it because they were 2 of the players behind the amazing success that Charlotte had last year in regards to eventually reaching a spot in the play-in tournament and coming 1 win away from actually being in the actual playoff field. But sometimes players have to be traded or players have to be dealt elsewhere in order for bigger things to happen.
Yep.
So, I mean,
We'll see what they do because it's early on in the off season, and obviously Jaylen Brown is looking to be traded from the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, but there's a report going around that Boston is asking for as many as 4 first-round picks for Jaylen Brown.
And if you're Boston, you got to include a player in that deal to get something out of it besides picks.
Yeah, I'll admit that is a pretty good point. But, yeah, 3 of them were pick swaps, but Charlotte technically did get 4 first-round picks whenever they traded LaMelo Ball to Minnesota in that package that included Nas Reed.
Mm-hmm.
And Boston said 4 first-round picks. But did they mention which years they wanted? No, they did not. They just said they wanted 4 first-round picks. So at this point, it could be, let's just say, a 2027, a 2028, a 2031, and maybe a 2033 first-round pick. And Boston would be okay with that because that's technically 4 first-rounders.
Yeah.
Just saying. I mean, I'm not saying the Hornets will land Jaylen Brown, but Charlotte is definitely not done yet. They're definitely not done.
We'll see what happens. I mean, this offseason is just getting going. It's getting going good now.
Oh, big time, especially since there's reports going around that the Wizards are not interested at all in trading Anthony Davis. So I guess all rumors of a potential Golden State reunion between LeBron and AD are pretty much out the window now.
Yep.
But does that mean that's going to open the door for Draymond to come back and be a Warrior?
Yeah,
Well,
obviously
Draymond's
he
already
just-
taken a pay cut, obviously.
Yeah, I think Draymond's pretty much is coming back. It's just that he declined his player option to be able to take a lesser payday to make sure that the Warriors can try and get LeBron. So, anything else you want to talk about, Joey, before we wrap it up?
No, I think I'm pretty much done.
All right,
I just,
man. Let's
yeah, I just really wanted to get on here to talk about the whole Brendan Ayuk situation, and I'm so glad I was able to.
I think he's still recovering from that epic rant.
I've heard some of yours, Steven, and you've had to go off camera for a good while yourself.
Yeah.
You don't see it, but I do.
How you know? Anyways.
Final thoughts, Joey.
Like I said, I was so glad that I was able to be on here for, let's just say, right at 30 minutes. I was able to get everything that I wanted to say off my chest, especially about the whole Ayuk situation.
The Ayuk
mean,
of it all.
yeah. Or actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna start calling him the ugh. Yeah, there you go, Brendan ugh. Because that's what he's literally to me right now. But yeah, I mean, I was talking to Steven the other day, and we're starting off we're going to be starting up our NFL conference previews 1st of August. So, I mean, that time's going to be here before we know it. And then as we get closer and closer, we, of course, are going to do our first pick segment starting up in September. Looking forward to doing that. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I will say that since this is 4th of July weekend, I know there have been a lot of accidents in the past regarding fireworks and 4th of July and all that. So everybody, and I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody when I say, please be careful and stay safe. Enjoy this time with family. Enjoy this time with friends. Enjoy this time with whoever you want to spend it with. Just please, please, please be careful, stay safe, and have a happy 4th of July weekend. Peace out.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yep, absolutely. And of course, I can't wait, obviously, because it's my birthday week as well. So 3rd's my birthday, 4th I celebrated anyway. So on that front.
Yeah, but I will say real fast. On Sunday, me, Steven, and Kevin are gonna have some fun because we're gonna be getting together to swim in the Steven's pool.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Steven, go that way. No, wait, go that way. No, go the other way. Oh. All right, Steven, final thoughts before you lose all of them.
Great show tonight. We were able to have the 5-headed monster on here for once in one shape or form. Kevin was on for a little bit. Randy was on for a bit before he had to jump off for the night. Great having you guys on here tonight. And we will be wrapping up the show here in a few minutes. We'll end just like we had the last couple of weeks with just going off the air because we're still awaiting a outro to be made for a new outro for the show. And yeah, lots of fun here tonight. Recapping a lot of NBA stuff, NFL stuff, and the whole Brendan Ayuk situation with San Fran and the tampering with Washington. That was very entertaining with Joey and Kevin. You can follow us on Twitter or X at Owen_Sports Show, Facebook.com/Nation Sports Show, and where we are live on most Tuesdays, 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Pacific. You know the drill. You know the deal at YouTube.com/Nation Sports Show. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to all your family and your friends that love the world of sports just as much as we do. And you can also follow the Nation's Corner on Twitter or X at Nation's Corner. Everywhere else on the social media platforms, on the Instagram, the YouTube, and the Facebook pages, it is simply at the Nation's Corner. 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock in the West. Guys and gal recapping all things professional wrestling, and occasionally you'll see that guy, Ezra, on the show from a time or two, like he was a couple weeks ago, which was a really fun show. And Neil was on there as well, I believe, last week. That was fun.
Yep.
Check it out. Busy weekend in wrestling. Over the weekend, AEW, WWE, and TNA put on some fantastic shows over the weekend. If you did not see it, I mean, how could you not? There was a lot of wrestling over the weekend. Everywhere you turned, wrestling was on. It was just incredible. Speaking of incredible, the World Cup has been tremendous. All of these countries coming together, unified over soccer, and just the passion from all these different countries, whether it be Brazil, Ecuador, France, Germany, you name it. All these different countries just coming together and unified over soccer. Their love, their passion for it, it's infectious. It's phenomenal. And what a fun night. Thank you for coming on here tonight, guys. Ezra, wrap us up, my friend.
Real quick, I do want to point out that the USA is having their round of 32 game tomorrow against Bosnia at 8 o'clock. I believe it is on Fox or FS1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
8 o'clock Eastern time. So please check your local listings.
Yep. Round of 16 is this upcoming weekend. Go ahead, Ez.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us. Can't wait to enjoy this 4th of July / birthday weekend. It's going to be fun. Got a lot of stuff to do, but it's going to be fun. Everybody enjoy themselves, eat some good food, have a couple drinks, hang out with family, light up some fireworks, and just have a great weekend. We're going to be back next Tuesday with a lot more sports coverage. NBA offseason is currently heating up. We'll have more updates, more trades, more signings, all the good stuff next week, as well as other news in the world of Major League Baseball, NBA, MMA, and everything else in between. So for Hijacker Mike and Mr. Mac at Smoke NTHABEY, Smoking a Bag. For Kevin Rory, Randy Giron, and Stephen Wyand, I am Ezra Vickery. We will see you next time for another great edition of our Nation's Sports Show. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. Enjoy the 4th of July, and we will see you all back on Tuesday night. Same time, same gosh darn YouTube channel.